welcome to the show. We at Trucking Life welcome you all. Now, pull that rig over, hit the head, grab a drink and snack, settle in, and let's get this show on the road. And now, your host.
So you're just watching.
Oh shit! Look, see what happens when you're in California. What you can pick up. I mean,
Snap! Hi guys, good morning, and welcome to Sunday Brunch with Trucking Life and Brook and Jonny.
And you can't forget.
Oh, this Brutus.
AKA the Brutus.
And this Jacky
and the
Jack.
Jacky Jack. See the sleepyhead Brutus right here, you know.
Oh,
and then you got the Jacky
goodness.
Jack. Yeah. We're just sitting back, chilling and relaxing, and doing what we do best, and that's a bunch of nothing.
So we wanted to go live today and talk about a couple different things, but before that, let's say hi to everybody. We can't see all of your comments, but we can see some of them when they come up. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, John. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Sam. I'm almost home, so I can go fishing. I'm getting close. Gotta go up to Minnesota and then back down to Texas. So I'll be there one day. One day I'll be there.
Someday we will be there. Goodness, it feels like we've been gone forever.
Right.
But anyway, so we are in California, guys. And hi, sweetheart. Good morning, Amber. We're in California because we're going to deliver tomorrow morning.
Yeah, we can't deliver till tomorrow morning. We delivered at the airport yesterday. And,
at LAX.
And we couldn't deliver at the airport in San Bernardino until Monday. So we've seen this little.
Don't tell them about this.
We see.
Let it be a surprise.
We've seen this little place that is going to be a surprise that on Travel Channel, because we watch Travel Channel a lot on different places to visit and see, because we travel. So we got a little surprise of where we're at in California.
And a friend of ours told us the other day too. They were like, "You need to check this out and do a review." And so we're totally going to do that today. We're totally going to give you guys like an actual walk around review of where we're at.
We just talked this morning. We talked to the owner. And yesterday I talked to his son. So it's a really neat little place. You wouldn't know it's here. You wouldn't even know about it. But it's a historical place. I will tell you that much. It's a really neat little experience.
Hi, Lori. Hi, George. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Sheridan.
It's a little cloudy. Here. It's cool, but it feels good outside.
Beautiful. It's nice. So before we talk about where we're at right now, what are some of the memories that you have of vacations that we've done? We'll just kind of give you guys some.
Vacation before I got married. Wait.
Okay,
what?
It's not my fault. You chose to marry somebody who's bougie. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, shit. Should I go to the grocery store with her, folks? Holy crap. I took her into a food for less down here yesterday to go grocery shopping for the truck. Jeez, I thought she was going to buy out the damn store. Holy gosh.
Hi, Chad. Well, that's because they have cool stuff here.
Yeah.
That they don't have in some places.
I almost had to go take up a job on the corner just to make extra money.
Would we be making money or paying people? I'm just not real sure.
Well, I would have to pay them, and then you could go rob them. So we'd make money.
Jay, good morning. Good morning, guys. So the first, you guys know most of our story, but like the first 9 months that we were married, we didn't have the house in Texas. We had
stayed in the truck.
All of our stuff in storage, and we stayed in the truck. And so we got in that first year, we got in a couple little vacation destinations. Just on the truck while we were on the road, and we kind of need to talk about that.
When I first picked up the wife, I went right up to where she lived, and I drove the truck fully loaded up the canyon right to where she was living, and that's when I first met Tony, her ex-husband. It was a little awkward, as we both said. He come walking around the tree as I was walking out of her little bungalow that she was staying in, and he was like, I looked at him, I was like, oh, hi, I'm John. He was like, I'm Tony. And then he said, awkward. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. And then we left, and we had to go to Kalispell, Montana, to unload, which is up there by
Missoula.
Missoula.
So
it's north of Missoula.
North and a little bit west of Missoula.
And there's a lake up there.
Whitefish Lake.
Whitefish Lake. So we spent the 4th of July up there. So we dropped our trailer at the truck stop. We bobtailed to Whitefish Lake, and there's a little
so beautiful.
There's a little country western bar up there that we went to. Has dancing, and they have really good food. There's an old man up there that was, trying to hit on the wife. He kept asking her to dance.
Not just once, but twice.
Several times,
He asked me to dance.
Nice old man.
Sweet
we got to watch the fireworks right off the lake, which was really, really cool. They had a barge out on the lake that shot the fireworks off. And that was really neat to see them, because when they would go up in the air, they would shine off the water.
Yeah.
So you had the air, you could see them in the air, but you saw the reflection in the water at the same time. So it was a really cool experience to watch it that way.
And one of the reasons that we want to highlight some of the vacations and destinations that we've been on is we're going to add, you leave it, Jack. We're going to leave it. We're going to add a page to the website, you guys, that's going to be titled Vacation Life. And we will include vacation destinations that are truck friendly and dog friendly. So that people who are traveling, whether you're truck drivers or not, can get a ton of information about these locations. So there was a truck stop in Kalispell.
Yeah, it was right across the road. So the little joint that we went to, this little country western bar, was right across the 2-lane from the truck stop. So all we had to do was unhook our trailer, go across the street, and park in their parking lot. Plenty of room.
Well, I thought we walked over to that, but we bobtailed.
Yeah, we bobtailed over there because we went from there
over
to the lake, and then we went back to the truck. Because we went from there to bowling. We went from the dinner to bowling. We went bowling, and
he lies.
She kicked my ass at bowling. She said that she couldn't bowl.
Liar. He tells me he doesn't know how to bowl. He doesn't know how to play pool. And now keep in mind, Sarah and Josie and I's grandpa was a semi-professional bowler. Like he was a very, very good bowler, and he taught me well. I'm not gonna lie, I do know how to bowl, but this person here tried to lie and say he didn't know nothing, and he's a liar pants. I know you're all shocked, but
yeah, I used to bowl on a league. I was one strike away from a perfect 300 game several times. Used to throw, I had 3 different balls that I threw, depending on how much oil was on the lane, how much I wanted it to hook, if I didn't really want it to hook, if I needed more speed,
See what I'm talking about?
I don't know how to
play. He just lies. He tells everybody, I don't know how to play.
Yeah, I bowled we went bowling, and I bowled a 200 with a house ball. I mean, it's okay, I guess. I'm just kidding, folks. But I did bowl a 200 with a house ball that day.
It was a little over 200, actually. It was 270.
It was a little over 200.
I was mad
with the house ball.
I was mad. I was like, really?
And that wasn't even a custom ball made for me. So.
And we played like 3 games, and out of 3 or 4 games.
No, we played like 4 games, and
I beat one game. I beat him because I was determined. I was like, are you kidding me right now?
She still doesn't believe that
Pat, it is Sunday. So what you're saying, Brooke, is that you're good with balls?
Some days. It depends on if they're hairy or if they're sweet.
Okay, anywho, hi, Star, Sissy, we are in California. Oh, gosh. So, and before Pat gives us a ton of shit, we are not rich, and we don't go on vacation everywhere we go. It just happened to work out that we were really close to this location because of where we got it delivered tomorrow.
Actually, let me say something. You don't have to be rich to go on vacation.
No, folks. You just got to plan.
Vacation, okay, is what you make of it. You could go in your own town, go to a motel, and get a room, go to a movie, go do something that you haven't done in your own state. That's vacation.
Or your own state. Well, they could do a state vacation.
Yeah,
a staycation. They could stay in their own home or their own truck too.
A vacation is what you make out of it.
Absolutely.
We prefer to, try and get out of the truck once in a while, even if it's just on the weekends. It's only a weekend stay, but we classify it as a mini vacation because we're not in the truck, but we find places where we can park the truck, and then we use the truck to get around and transportation, So saying that, mini vacations are something that everybody needs in their life, no matter how you do it. No matter if you're just, you go to work, you come home every day. You go to work, come home every day. Sometimes you get out and just go do something, Just go get a motel room for the weekend. Even if it's just down the street from the house, and you can make it a mini vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's all on how you look at it, how you want to do it.
What's that song by Sheryl Crow? You Make It Easy, where they're talking about lounging in the backyard versus going to Mexico. Yeah. So hi, Lori. That boy Brutus in the jacket. He's licking his he's licking his paw.
You see how Bruce got his leg, drooped over my arm.
Star says they're on hibernation right now. Are you guys home, Star? That's cool. So, Kalispell was our very first destination vacation that we just kind of took as a mini vacation while we were working, while we were out on the road.
Well, we couldn't unload, and it was the weekend.
It was 4th of July weekend, and we couldn't unload till Tuesday, I think.
We went up early on purpose so that we could just chill and check it out, because I'd never been up there, she'd been up there before, but I'd never been up there, so, it was really cool.
Yeah.
Yes, it is cheaper.
It is cheaper, absolutely.
Our next little adventure was
is that Fort Pierce?
Was Fort Pierce, Florida. That
was a good one too.
We had our Volvo, our first Volvo,
and we only had Jack. We didn't have Brutus yet.
Go run naked outside.
Wolkowitz says, "Go run naked outside on your property, naked and never afraid." That's a nice vacation. That is a great vacation.
So when we went to Florida.
Oh, okay.
When we went to Florida, we parked the truck at the truck stop and locked it up, and we went and got us a rental car.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went and got a motel room, and we were in Fort Pierce for 4 days. It
was another one of those things that we couldn't unload until.
Yeah, we were there for 4 days. We were there.
Was it Monday or Tuesday?
It was Tuesday. We couldn't unload till Tuesday.
And it was in the summer in Florida.
So we took Jack to the doggy sitters, and
so let me explain this little place. It is so freaking cute, and I don't remember. So Fort Pierce is out on like a little almost like a jetty itself. It's like a little island, and so this little teeny house that looks like a beach property. It's really cute. These two girls, they were running their own doggy grooming and doggy boarding place. Sweet freaking girls. They were so fun. They kept sending us pictures of Jack all weekend long of the different adventures he was going through.
Playing with the other doggies.
And it was amazing. Like sleeping on their bed. He had a better vacation than we did, I think, in some spots.
So we left him at the doggy daycare, and then we went to this little biker bar that was on the beach.
Oh my gosh, it was so cool.
I don't remember what it was called, but we had outdoor seating.
I got it written down somewhere.
It was really, really neat. The food was just phenomenal, it was a travel site destination. Is what it was.
High reviews, and it was just great.
We went and ate there that day, and then we went to the beach that day and checked it out, drove around. The next day on Saturday, Sunday, we went. Saturday, we went to Friday is when we went to the
Kennedy Space Center.
No, Saturday is when we went there.
Oh.
Friday, we were at the beach in the little the little bar, because we dropped Jack off on Thursday, and we went and drove around on Friday, and then Saturday we went to the Kennedy Space Center.
Now that was cool
And
too.
what was really cool about the Kennedy Space Center was we went in and we looked around, then we took a bus tour. And the bus tour takes you all the way around the outer edges of it. Well, it takes you right by one of the massive movers.
Huge.
That used to
They're huge.
move
They're like a size of a building.
They used to move the space shuttle. And you go right by the hangar that the space shuttle used to come out of on top of that thing. Now, it was just freaking massive. This mover, the crawler is what they call it. I mean,
we watched the one crawling.
Just the cabin where you drive, you know, it's the size of a school bus, you know. The thing is a monster. And they have to get in there and physically grease the inside of the tracks by hand so that it'll actually rotate, the tracks will move and stuff, which they no longer use those because they don't have the space shuttle anymore. But it takes you all the way around where the space shuttle used to launch off. It takes you by where Apollo 13 and Apollo 1 and all those, Apollo 7, where those old launch pads are. They're, you know, crumbling away and everything, but it takes you by those launch pads.
And shows you all the history. And you've got a tour guide, you know, telling you all about this stuff while you're on this bus.
Right, and it's really neat to see that kind of history. It's history that you know you don't normally you don't get to see.
Who was the guy that you got the picture with? Was he an actual astronaut or what was he? We have pictures of all these vacations that we've done, and I'm going to try and work with Jed and Jen to put them together in a slideshow for each destination, and we'll put a link on the website, you know, for the slideshows that to show you the different things that we did in each location. But yeah, there's a guy.
Yeah, he was.
I think he was an astronaut. He was in his blue suit.
Yes, I actually got I ran into the guy by coincidence.
Yeah,
wasn't it there?
It was there, but I'm trying to figure out where we were
doing something, and I just happened to walk by him. He was going somewhere.
He was going to do something.
And I turned around and I talked to him. I said hi, and I started talking to him for a minute, and come to find out he was actually an astronaut.
Yeah.
And he was going to do. There was a show that he was going to do, some kind of a talk that they do. He points out. He goes on stage and shows the different stars and stuff, something like that. But
okay.
I actually got to meet the guy and got a picture taken with him, so it was really cool. He had actually been up. I don't think it was one of the specials, but I know he's been up. He said that he's been up in space in one of the rockets and stuff, and then come back down. So it was really cool to to see him and actually talk to him, because he had a lot of information to tell me in the life about things, you know.
Workowitz says, we have a problem, Houston. Somebody is missing from the stream. I don't know. Jack is on his lap. He's just not hanging out.
So he had a lot of interesting things to tell us, and you know what it's like to transition from the atmosphere to no atmosphere. And you know, it just was really cool.
And I'm going to tell you guys, I personally have ADD to the HD. I know this is going to come as a surprise for a lot of people. That my attention and my focus is really hard to stay unless it's very interesting.
Right. So when she's gambling or spending money, you know,
I'm fine.
Her focus is great.
Anywho, I thoroughly enjoyed that trip. Normally, I wouldn't choose those type of trips as something fun to go do because I'm a brat like that. I don't even know why, but he loves history. And he loves the space program, and I do too now, I'm not gonna lie. He loves Civil War history, you know, and so he's exposed me to a lot of stuff that I wouldn't have chose on my own.
So when you're at the Kennedy Space Center, they actually have one of the, oh crap, I can't remember the name of it. The things that used to sit in the air that they don't anymore. Space shuttle. They actually have one of the actual authentic space shuttles hanging from the ceiling that actually went up and come back. And it's still got the burn marks on the tiles, the heat tiles, the heat shield,
we got
everything.
great pictures on that vacation. We will definitely put those together in a slideshow and put those on YouTube so that you guys can see the link.
It was really cool to experience that. There's so much to do at Kennedy Space Center. That
it was an all day.
Yeah,
all day event. And we didn't see it all.
It'll take you 2 days just to go through it.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth going to, guys.
Amber says she's the same way as me.
They have the world's biggest eagle's nest over there. Now this pair of eagles, there's a pair of eagles that have been nesting there for umpteen million years. They use the same nest every
And you know
year.
everybody knows the eagles mate for life. They don't find
the family the mom and dad that first started the nest, the family has been nesting in that same nest
for years.
Every generation, each generation just keeps using that same nest.
So it was actually on the tour. They talked about it just because it's been those eagles have been there for so long.
I gotta remember how big they said it was. It was
the eagle's nest.
Yeah,
it was huge. Yeah, it was like the size of a car.
Yeah, they did say that you could fit a car in.
Yeah, I mean it was huge.
And it stays there. It stays there, and the eagles, you can see them in there when you drive by in the tour bus. You can see them in the nest, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, they nest there every year. Same family,
same generations, and it was cool. Jane says if we ever get down into the Houston area, we should do the Johnson Space Center.
Yes, I would like to do that one.
Yeah, that would be really cool too. So we did Kennedy Space Center our first year too. What was our next? Oh, Tombstone.
Tombstone
was also in that first year.
Then I took the wife to Tombstone, and I introduced her to Tombstone, and she really fell in love with that one too. She was worried about the heat at first.
I was, just because it was the end of the summer down in Tucson.
Don't worry, it's not as hot as you think it is, because they got a lot of buildings you can go into that have air conditioning and stuff. So when we got to Tombstone,
where did we park?
We parked across from so when you're walking in downtown Tombstone, and you're on Main Street there, and you come up on OK Corral.
I was just gonna say,
if you walk through the OK Corral and through the double doors that one of the bad guys actually went out onto the street. Right across that street, there's a cross street that we parked on, right up against the curb. You can park a bobtail there all day long. You can drop your trailer at the Triple T or at the Pilot. You just got to go in and let them know, and they'll let you drop them there.
Did we do that year?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't remember.
So we dropped the trailer there, and we bobtailed out there, and we parked across the street, and we walked around. And the first thing I showed her was where the OK Corral was, and we got to see how it actually took place, how small it really was. Then we watched the gunfight at the OK Corral.
Was that later, or did we? Yeah, we went and watched the actual gunfight at the OK Corral a little bit later in the day.
We took an actual ride on a stagecoach, an original stagecoach.
Well, original stagecoach, yeah.
Yeah, it was one of the original ones from Tombstone that has been rebuilt. Yeah.
Was it that had been renovated?
Yes, it's been renovated several times.
All I know is little.
And it was
kind of rickety because it was safe, but I was just like,
It was one of the actual authentic original stagecoaches from Tombstone, and they just the guy said that they rebuild it so that it's safe, and each year they go through it, to make sure that it's still up to par. But it was original,
and then
it was neat. It was
the shopping for me was way cool. I mean, there was a ton of spots.
Hey, I don't give a shit if we're old.
What?
Okay, who said we're old?
Jed.
That's all right. That's all right. You'll be there, Jed. You're getting there.
Didn't he got a birthday? He's old too.
I see the gray hair he's getting.
Right. It's all over in there.
And then we didn't get to go to the bird or the saloon that is supposedly haunted.
We didn't do that. Was it closed?
No, we didn't make it up there.
We just didn't go
up there. It's supposedly one of the hauntest, in the top 10 most haunted places. But we didn't get to go there. We didn't go there. We went.
Well, it's because we're gonna go back.
We went ate at a steakhouse there, and we got to meet the owner of the steakhouse, and it has all sorts of memorabilia.
Food was really good.
Was phenomenal. It's like you're back in the Western days.
It was cool.
It was great. It was really, really neat. Got a bunch of pictures of that. We'll have to show you guys. One of the pictures, we're sitting on a bench, and behind me is a picture of an Indian.
Yeah.
And the look on the Indian's face, and then you look at my face.
Oh my gosh,
face,
that was funny.
we both got the same look on our face. You know?
Yeah.
And it was just kind of unique.
It
how
was
that
like
happened there. Yeah.
it was a total like not
They're
impressed.
not impressed with this, you know, type thing.
Yeah.
So that was the second really, or the third really cool little thing that we've done since we've been on the truck.
So Will said Tombstone is where a lot of John Wayne movies were shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of that memorabilia there, Will and Star. Yeah, it was a way cool place. We will definitely go back.
You go by to get to Tombstone, you go by Boo Hill, and that is where I can't remember the guys that were in the shootout at OK Corral, but that's where they're buried, and they're actually still buried there to this day. It's an actual cemetery. So you go by that, and you can actually go visit that cemetery, which is really cool. Yeah, it's a neat place to go visit.
Jane says we need to do Old Tucson when it opens back up.
I've never done that. I've thought about it. I've heard that Old Tucson is pretty cool. Sorry, the doggies are moving around, folks. Oh, see, there's the Brutus. There's the Jag.
There's the Jag.
There's the Jag. Doc Brown.
Did we do anything?
What's that, Doc Brown?
Oh, Doc Brown and Marty.
And Marty are buried there.
Shit. Jed's being a smartass.
It's a cool place to go. Yes.
Yeah,
it is cool. Really neat to go. Let's see, where else did we go? What was the next one from there?
That's all I've got written down right now because I couldn't remember. We've been a lot of different places, but
I took her. I don't remember the exact freeway it was on.
The Civil War
in Tennessee. There's
a battlefield.
I think it's this.
I want to say it's on that going up into the Smoky Mountains out of Tennessee.
It is. I apologize, folks. I cannot remember the freeway that it's off of.
Yeah.
But the freeway actually goes right through a battlefield, and so you can get off. There's a certain exit where you can get off, and you can go park your truck at the one side of the battlefield. Actually, you can go to both sides if you want.
You can go to both sides
because there's a truck stop there, but you can actually drive over to where the battlefields are, and they still got some of the cannons. The one side that we went to has the original. There's a couple original houses.
Love you, Kate.
That you can actually still walk through and look at, and so the side that we were on is where the blue coats were, and the other side was where the Confederates were, and we parked and we walked a little path. We went and looked at the cannons, and then we went and visited the houses and stuff, and then there's a little molehill that you walk up onto that's got some trees, and it comes out to a point, and they got the original fence that was still set up there from the battlefield, and you could still actually see the holes in the fence where the bullets, lead balls had hit the wood. And
didn't you say that they were still finding?
Yeah, they still find stuff on
in the ground.
Yes,
and I have to say, guys, it felt very sacred. Yeah. While we were there, I mean,
you get a feeling like people are watching.
It's a very humbling experience. That was very humbling.
When you're sitting on that little knoll, you can look across the freeway and you can see the other battlefield. Well, this is the battlefield. I will look it up, and next time we talk, I will let you guys know where it's at. But the Confederate actually overran the bluecoats in this battlefield because they had the upper hand on them. Mm-hmm. They had the upper ground, and the little knoll that we were on that comes out to a point. They had a couple of riflemen up there, and they tried to use it as a stronghold, but it just was not. They just couldn't hold off the Confederacy. There were so many of them, and they had the higher ground on them, so it was easier for them to, dominate. And it's a really really interesting experience because they also have a cemetery there too.
Yes. Yeah.
That is on the other side that we weren't on. That has some of the people buried there. That's just like when you go to the Battle of Shiloh.
Yeah.
You can drive through that park, and they've got different columns of the different regiments that were there, and they still got the cannons that are there. They've got the old schoolhouse that was a church, a schoolhouse, and a hospital. They got what they call the Bloody Pond. They still have their cemetery. So it's the same concept as that one.
And I think for me, the most humbling part is knowing that pathway that walked around and the grass and the area, that there was so much blood spilled there.
Yeah.
There were so many people who died right there on that ground, trying to protect their freedoms and fight for their rights.
And you're walking where they walk.
It was pretty intense.
Crossroads Battlefield. Yes, that is
yes.
exactly
Yes. Thank you, Pat.
Thank you, Pat. That is a really interesting place to go to.
Comments too. Star says it's on Highway 40. She thinks. And then hi Petra, hi Cindy. And then Bob reminded us too of another vacation we went on. Remember when we were in Wildwood, we went and did the gator tour on one of those boats, because you and Ange went and did it with Steve. You and Ange and Steve went and did another one down in Miami. But when we were in Wildwood, we
went to Wildwood. Yeah, we went on the airboat ride.
The airboat ride. That's what it was.
That's right. I forgot about that one.
And that one, we actually got to hold a baby gator.
Got to hold a baby gator. Yeah.
Yeah,
she was a little nervous.
I was freaking out. He was way excited.
I wanted to give it a kiss and let it open its mouth, but they wouldn't let me do that. So,
Oh, these guys! What's the matter with these boys? Jack's like, hold still, brother. I gotta wash your face. Hold still.
Trying to beat a mama dog.
Right. Cindy, we are doing great. Petra, we're doing great. I hope you guys are all doing great too. So yeah, those are some of the vacations. What else did we? I'm trying to think if there's another one that we've mentioned. All I know is that we've had the opportunity.
There's a lot of different places that we've seen, been to, and looked at. And
I think you can do that. It's like Johnny said, that it's all in your mindset. We can.
You just gotta
think and plan ahead a little bit. Obviously, if you're running hard and you don't have time in your schedule, it's harder to. Hi, Karen. How are you? Love you too, honey. Sometimes it's hard schedule-wise, but when you have times, that's when we try to take advantage of it.
Yeah, we take advantage of when we got a couple of days and we know we're gonna have a couple of days somewhere.
We try to make the most of it.
We start looking ahead of time.
Yeah.
We start planning ahead of time so we can plan on something to do, and instead of just because it gets old just sitting in the truck.
Being in the truck. It messes with your mind.
Sitting in the truck stop, and just watching the same thing.
Mental health wise, I feel like it's not good to just stay in the truck.
You have to get out of the truck.
Yeah.
You have to go do something. Keep your mind fresh, so that you're not in the same funk and bog and daily grind every day. So for us, this is what we do. We choose to find different unique things to do, places to see, stuff to eat, places to go eat at, different restaurants, like when we were up in, we broke down up up by where BK lives.
In Michigan. Right.
So that really wasn't,
it wasn't a planned vacation.
But we turned it into a 2-week vacation.
It was 2.5, almost 3 weeks. Yeah.
We
got to
did a lot of things
and experienced a lot of things
up there that were really cool. So we took a negative and we made a positive out of it,
right.
And it's all about how you look at it, how you perceive something that is thrown at you,
One other vacation we did, and it wasn't even a vacation. We were literally there for one night, was Cocoa Beach. We did the same thing. We parked the truck and took an Uber and went to that seafood restaurant.
We went to a seafood restaurant
over in Cocoa Beach.
Yeah.
And it was so funny. It was just a cool experience. That was a cool memory because Johnny had never been in an Uber for one. And he was like, do I take my gun?
Yeah, I was at all sorts of places.
He was like, he was so worried about, somebody kidnapping us or, how it was going to go. Like, it was really funny.
So the Uber experience was really cool. The restaurant we went to
was way cool.
The folks that own the restaurant, they've been approached several times about, incorporating and going, by big companies, and they refuse to sell. They refuse to sell it out.
I'll read that to you. Finish your story. I'll read it to you.
That's why this restaurant was so unique, because every table or every booth you sat at had an aquarium. So what? Like, I'm sitting in the booth, and right here on this side of me is the aquarium right here.
Yeah.
And they had fish.
We had snails stuck to the glass. I was videoing the snails.
And each booth had that. And the food was fresh. It was unique.
It was fabulous.
The fish.
And then we got to meet the owners and talk to them and get pictures with them.
And they were just very humble. They have family that works there, but they also have friends that
they have generations of family. They've been in business like over 30 years. And so like a mom worked for them in the beginning, and now their daughter is waitressing for them.
And some people, the mom worked there, then their kids worked there, and their kids' kids work there now,
Yeah.
So it's been just generations after generations have actually worked in this restaurant, and
it's kind of cool.
It's really, really neat.
I think that, so Bob was giving you, kudos and saying that he loves that you're an outdoorsy, manly man that, wants to get with, he says, Mountain Man Johnny, hold on, let me read it. Oh, Jed popped it up again here.
Johnny is crazy.
Mountain Man Johnny is crazy. That's why we love him so much. He gets really close to nature all the time. The Gator Man, the Grizzly Man. He goes, stay far away with at least some kind of weapon with me at all times. Guys, we try to meet.
We went to Yellowstone National Park for vacation when we first met. That was over Memorial Day.
It was,
over Memorial
6 years
Day.
this next
Memorial
weekend.
Day.
This Saturday.
Yeah, will be 6 years.
Exactly 6 years.
It's
amazing.
But we went to Yellowstone and went on vacation up there, and I was within 50 feet, maybe 100 feet, the most, of a grizzly bear that was eating. And, I did a military crawl through the little creek and through the bushes to get these pictures of him, I'll have to
keep in mind, I had just met Johnny in person, you guys. You guys know our love story, that we talked online for a couple of weeks, and then we met in person, and we were engaged that day. So we met at 9 a.m. We were engaged by 3:30.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
I'm just teasing. But that weekend, I had just met him, and we were engaged. And here he is, army crawling through the grass. Now, keep in mind, he had been through Yellowstone as a truck driver.
Yeah.
But he'd never been as a tourist. And this is my backyard, Yellowstone and Jackson Hole and all that. That was where I grew up in that region. And so I'm watching him belly crawl towards a grizzly bear. And the Asian tour bus of people is now not taking pictures of the grizzly. They're now taking pictures of Johnny Dean.
Oh, look, don't
That's exactly what they were probably thinking. And I am backing up to the rental car, or to the car, going,
Yeah, I had my nephew's car. Yeah, she just stood there, and I got some amazing pictures. I got frame by frame of this grizzly bear turning around, eating some grass, and I got each frame as he raised his head, and then you can see the last frame, me and him locked eyes looking at each other. And that's when he started sniffing, and he sniffed for a minute. We locked eyes. I stared at him. He stared at me, and he went back to eating, moseying on off, and went and did his own thing. Because the point that I'm trying to get there is I didn't pose a threat to him. And he could sense that. He could sense that I wasn't posing a threat. So that's why he carried on with his, business.
Look what it says. Oh my God, I would have crapped my pants being that close to a hungry grizzly bear face to face. They're extremely strong and extremely fast. We love you, Mountain Man Johnny. And it's true. I mean, we're talking the end of May. They've probably only been out of hibernation for a month or two. you know, still filling up, and here's Johnny belly crawling. Hey, buddy. How
What's
you
up,
doing?
dude?
Hey, buddy. No.
It was lust at first sight.
I don't know, but truth, Pat.
Yeah, it was
truth. Well, you guys, okay, so we're going to take a little commercial break here in just a minute. And then we're going to show you where we're at, and show you this really, really cool place. Anything else we want to talk about before we go to commercial? By the way, I think Karen said it was her anniversary. I didn't see that part. Is it Karen and David's anniversary?
Shit, I don't know.
It's your sister. Hold on. Today is mine and David's. Hold on, I gotta read. I gotta look at the comments. 29th anniversary.
Well, folks, wish my sister and her husband David a happy anniversary today. 29 years. I can't believe he's still alive and she hasn't shot him. You know, that's a miracle. That's awesome, guys. I can't believe you guys made it this long. You know.
That's what Karen said. She goes, "That's my brother for you. Got to be Mr. Curiosity."
Right.
He's been like that his whole life. I mean, I hear stories.
Even when I was growing up as a little kid, I was fascinated in just bugs and critters, and you know, I mean, I actually stood face to face with, when I was, I think I was 5. My sister will remember this. I stood face to face with a grizzly bear. She was 2 or 3. And the guy had shot it, and it was on the hood of his car. Well, he had told my parents, this was in Montana, when my dad was in the military up there, said that the bear was dead. So I literally was maybe from me to the wife, away from the face of this grizzly bear.
Because you said he was on the car, on the front of the car.
And he was strapped down and everything, tied down. Well, I got about as close as me and the wife are, and he actually growled and came alive. He wasn't dead. He was not freaking dead. And the guy shot him again while he was on the hood of his car, you know. So now he's got a dead bear and a bullet hole in his car, you know. But yeah, it wasn't alive, and it actually opened. He wasn't dead. He growled, and yeah.
And you were 5?
I was 5. And my dad snatched me. I didn't run. I didn't cry. I didn't do nothing. I just stood there and stared at it. And my dad grabbed me and yanked me away, and the guy shot him, you know. And I just.
What's the other experience? Was that in Montana too, where you and your buddy were on a motorcycle?
Oh, that was up in Montana too. We were at the Sawyer's house, and we were on the logging road, and we were on this little 50 motorcycle, and we're going down the logging road. And
how old were you, do you think?
I was probably 7, I think, something like that.
Okay.
And somewhere in there, something like that.
You were young, is what you were saying. Back in the dinosaur days, okay.
Yeah. And we come around this turn, and we stopped because there was a female grizzly bear sitting in the middle of the road. Well, up the embankment came her 2 cubs, and me and the Sawyer's son, we looked at each other. We're like, "Oh shit!" Well, then she started hopping up and down, and she started chomping, you know, with her.
Oh my
teeth.
gosh!
She was pissed, and then she stood up on her back legs. And we knew we were in trouble. So we spun the bike around. Now, this is a little 50, okay? This isn't a very big bike. But, buddy, this bike went 900 billion mile an hour that day. Let me tell you what. We took off, and I swear on my mother's grave that I could feel her breath on the back of my neck. Because she started after us in a full-out freaking charge run. And we turned the bike around, and we kept running. And she must have followed us for a good half a mile. Just flat out running. And we had this bike pinned as fast as it would go. I'm screaming at the kid, telling him to go faster, go faster, go faster.
Because you're on the back, holding on for dear life.
We come into camp where the camp trailer was for the Sawyer. We didn't even shut the bike off. We didn't even slow down. We jumped and bailed off the bike.
Dumped the bike.
Slid, and it slid underneath his dad's pickup truck and got wedged. We ran into the camp trailer and ran to the far back bedroom and slammed the door and hid in the bedroom. Yeah. The next day, we told them what happened. The next day, the Rangers come up, and they actually had to remove the bear and her cubs because she was so aggressive. They tranquilized her and removed her and relocated her. I don't know, what happened after that, but I will tell you what, it's crazy. It's just.
Look says that freaking mama was way faster than any dirt bike. She was pissed. OMG.
Oh, yeah, trust me. Yeah. Yeah, I was the one on the back of the bike. I know. Okay, I know. I kept looking back, and she was right there. Yeah, she was right there. It was, yeah.
Scared the crap out of you.
Yeah, it scared the shit out of me. I can tell you what. And then let's see, me and my dad and my mom were walking through. Well, my dad and me were walking through the woods because we had some property up there in one of the mountain ranges. We were walking through the woods with the another gentleman that he knew that we were hunting with, and we stepped over a log. And when we stepped over the log, we stepped right in the middle of a black bear's back. And the bear jumped up, growled, took off running the other way, and we went the opposite way.
Usually they're more scared of you.
Another time.
Okay, we gotta wrap it up. We can go on all day, but we got.
You want to know? Another time, me and my mom were walking through the woods there, and we had to walk backwards because there was a mountain lion in the tree that was watching us. Yeah, watching us. But we'll wrap it up and go to commercial real quick, folks. I could go on forever. It's just a Sunday, so it's no big deal. Nobody has a lot to do today, but. Yeah.
So we're gonna go to commercial real quick. While you guys are watching a commercial, we're gonna take the camera and we're gonna go outside and show you guys where we're at and talk about this little cool place.
I guess. Something like that.
We'll see you in a bit.
Bye. Laters.
Hi, this is Johnny and Brooke from Livin' Lovin' Truckin'. You can follow us on Trucking Life, where us and our fur babies travel across the United States and watch our stories as they unfold right in front of your own eyes and see the little beautiful things and adventures from our office. You never know what you are going to see. Every day is a new beginning and a new adventure. May you all have a beautiful, blessed day.
Join our team at Trucking Life, where you will find That Truckin' Chick, International Asphalt Junkies, Miami Pink Panther, Livin' Lovin' Truckin', The Misadventures of Pat and Heather, and Big Rig Ed, among others. We are showing the world our lives through the windshield. truckinglife.live@gmail.com.
No, Hey guys, hello. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how the frick to turn it around on, I don't even know how to do it. I don't even know if it's gonna work. Okay, so we are at, you wanna tell them?
The Wigwam Motel. It's been here since 1949, folks. And if you look at the sign right here, show them the sign.
I'm gonna see if I can do this without turning my camera around.
There's the sign of the Wigwam Motel right there.
It's on the old Route 66, you guys.
So this road right here, folks, is old Route 66.
Which is old Route 66, yep. Which is also called Foothills Boulevard now.
Here's our truck.
So look, so what they do is if you are a truck driver and you know that you're coming, they will actually, if you call and reserve your spot, they'll actually put cones out and reserve this spot right in front of their hotel along the street here or that section down there. The owner, Samir Patel, and his dad. Oh, cancel. Sorry, guys. Can you still hear me? Okay. Anyway, so the owners, they said that if we ever want to come back, or if anybody else comes back, that they will reserve your spot along the road to park your semi. Okay. So this is our little teepee. So all of these rooms, you guys, are teepees. It's a hotel room.
Out this window, we can see the truck and trailer. It's right there on the street, so we can actually see it. Yeah, they can see me.
Okay, good.
And then
I'll just turn it around and you can explain.
So you got the different teepees here. Each one. So this is teepee number 1. And then I think that is teepee number 2 and 3 and 4.
And I want to say they have 18 available teepees.
And then they got the
okay.
And then they got the grass area where you can let the doggies run. Over right there where this big palm tree is, that's where the swimming pool is. They still have an ice machine, and you pay 25 cents to get ice out of it, folks. But this is It was established in 1949, and the guy that owns it now, he bought it 20 years ago and restored it to where it is now. So it is a historic landmark is what it actually is. And there's one other one like this, and it's in Arizona.
Right.
So there's only two of these, and the one in Arizona is off of Route 66 too.
As well, right.
Very cute little way. You wouldn't know it's in the city like this. You would not know that's a main four lane road right there. But it's so quiet. There's not a lot of noise at night. They got beautiful grass for the dogs to run on, and our doggies are able to run off their leash here. They said as long as they're nice and they don't, bite or aggressive, they can run the whole property. They have no problems with trucks being here and bringing dogs, and they got visitors that come over from all over the world.
All over the world that come to this destination.
Yesterday we were at the swimming pool and met some people that are from Canada that come down here just on vacation, and they come down here to see this place just from Canada alone, so it's a really neat place to come look at. If you guys are ever looking to go on a little vacation, you come down to California, come down here to San Bernardino, and come check out the Wigwam Motel. It is
way cool.
It's a really neat little place to stay, folks.
So I'm going to show you guys a couple little things about this place while we're walking around. Johnny's going to take the doggies out, or you want to walk with me? You want to walk him? Okay. So he's going to take them out really quick. So yeah, so the okay, how about now? Can you hear me now? Sorry, I'm going to read this. I'm so jealous. That's so awesome. Staying there, it's awesome. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Love you guys. So if you're back now, I'm sorry. Got to get rid of these notifications. I'm going to show you a couple different places on this property that are just really, really cool. Johnny's going to take the dogs out really quick. But yeah, the owner told us that they are very trucker friendly, very pet friendly. They love having truckers come and stay. So I'm going to show you just some cool things about this property. So this is just a little cool old telephone booth, right? So when you walk over here to the actual office and gift shop, I want to show you too. So across the street, guys, over here in this little plaza, this tacos, Unico's place, we had tacos last night. Oh my gosh. Johnny and I and tacos, and they were fabulous. So this is the cool little area going into their office. Get your kicks on Route 66, okay? Roadside attraction. And I told Mr. Patel and his son that we were going to come in and show everybody the office, okay? So it's like a little gift shop, okay, and office. So you got some really cool things in here. Hello, good morning. Wonderful. So, and you can come in here and get coffee in the morning or tea. I'll show you that. Cool little setup, right? But it's just a really, really, really cool. Thank you, honey. Anyway, just a really cool little eclectic place, right? So you come out, and I'm going to show you this view. So there's another truck parking spot over there. There are some others across the street. You can see down there, there's trucks parked down there, but they will actually reserve this spot for you and the spot that we're in if you know you're coming, okay? But even if you're not a truck driver, I highly recommend this place. You guys, it is the coolest place ever. So you can see all the different grounds. You can see the pool. Johnny and I went swimming in the pool last night. Had a great time. I want to show you some of these cool cars back here. That's why I'm heading this way. So you'll see that they just have little cool features. Like the sidewalk has Route 66 metal emblems in it, right? And up above the lampposts, they have a Route 66, and the teepees are all marked with the room numbers above right there, right? So you can park each, customer can park their cars right next to their teepee if they're not a truck driver, obviously. But take a look at some of the cool old cars and equipment that they've got out here. So, way cool. And there's another one over there, back part of the property. And there's Johnny picking up dog poop. What I like is this cool little barbecue pit. Anywho, so that is where we are at currently, guys, is the Wigwam Motel here in Rialto, California. And they are trucker friendly. They are dog friendly. Great, great experience. So we're going to take another little commercial break here for just a second. And we're going to highlight our new website and some of the features that we already have on the website right now for you guys to just get to know and understand what's out there. One of the pages that we're going to actually add to the website coming up here in the future is a vacation life. Okay, so whether you're a traveler, an RVer, a truck driver, we're going to have locations on there that we have experienced as truck drivers, and we're going to get information from multiple people, not just us, that we've experienced throughout the country that are either truck friendly and or dog friendly that people could get into. So we'll have information, links, all of that on that page. So we're going to go ahead and take a minute and highlight our website just so that you can take a look at what we have on truckinglife.live and what's coming in the future as well. So go ahead and what is that? Oh, it's a moth. Hold on.
Blending in with the it blends in with the
stucco.
See,
Oh.
look at it.
He's like, quit touching me. Anywho, let's go ahead and go to commercial, Jed, and then we'll be right back and we'll wrap it up. Come check out our new website at www.truckinglife.live and get to know some of the people you pass by on the interstates, the truckers who've committed their career to moving commodities by way of an 18-wheeler, also known as a semi-truck. At Trucking Life, our passion is showing the world how it all gets moved from here to there, and that we are doing. On our website, you'll find live streamers and the links to their pages, podcasts, blogs, photo galleries, videos, live shows, and so much more. And for all the truckers and trucking enthusiasts, you can check out our merchandise. Our VIP fan club, as well as industry training, public service announcements, partner links, and a growing database of information. Our passion is showing the world how it all gets moved from here to there. Our business is doing it with class. Come join the tribe at Trucking Life and see what our new website is all about. Hi guys, we're back. So that is a quick look at our new website over at truckinglife.live. We have to give some major kudos to Jen Meyer. My gosh, we love her. She has done a fantastic job on our website, you guys. And there's just more to come. You know what? We here at Trucking Life, we have so many ideas for the future and so much going on in our brains, and our hamsters are just constantly rolling about the different things that we want to highlight about what it is to live this lifestyle, right? So anyway, that's our basic gist of what we got going on today. That's where Jonny and I are at today. Hold on, take a look at this. He is now relaxing in the air conditioning. Jack and Brutus are power eating real quick. Jonny and I are going to go check out the swap meet in Fontana. I saw it yesterday. I'm like, oh, we gotta go. Go have some kind of good yummy food again today. And then tomorrow back to work, back to the grind. But yeah, the people here at Wigwam Motel have been great, way awesome people. We highly recommend. If you haven't had it on your bucket list, add it. It's in Rialto, California, just down the street from San Bernardino's airport, which is where we're delivering tomorrow. So it worked out perfect. 6 miles. Yeah, we're just like 5-10 minutes away from where we're going to deliver, so it worked out good. So anywho, love you all. Thank you so much for joining us today. We love that you guys came, hung out, and saw what we've been up to, and got to listen to our stories, interact with us while we told our stories. But we hope you have a wonderful Sunday. I'm gonna look real quick here. Hold on, I want to see some of these comments. Give me just a sec. Oh yeah, Lori says she thinks that Oprah and Gail stayed here years ago on their driving adventure. And I think you're right. Like I said, Jonny and I saw this on a destination vacation on Lake Discovery. So that's actually really cool. Yeah, and then Sarah's like, that's so neat. Awesome setup y'all have over here. Gotta go for now. Be safe. Well, thanks for all you do. Love you, Star. Love you, Will. Have a wonderful day, guys. So that's what we're doing. Sorry, I'm looking down at the tab and trying to see all your comments and stuff. But anyway, we love you all. Hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you for joining us for Sunday Brunch with Trucking Life. Coming up Wednesday, we've got another show for you, so be sure to hang out 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for our Wednesday show, Wednesday night. And then next Sunday, guys, we will not be live. We're going to do a pre-recorded video that is a tribute for Memorial Day. So next Sunday, we will be out there, but we will have an awesome pre-recorded video that we want to display as a message for remembrance of Memorial Day. Yeah, give thanks to police officers, first responders, everybody that works in the background to keep us all safe. And we need especially our military. So make sure you give thanks to them. That is what Memorial Day is all about. It's just to say thank you. Yes. So we love you all. We hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll be on the road. We'll be live, so be sure to either catch us on Facebook on our Trucking Life pages, or go to the website where you're going to have a full channel lineup of everybody who live streams with Trucking Life, truckinglife.live. And thanks so much, guys. We love you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.
You're watching truckinglife.live. Thank you for being with us today. Please like, follow, and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any more great content. We'll see you out on the road.